Hey, it's Danny from Conscious Calisthenics. So I wanted to just share with you my first week of my experience with eating a diet known as the Warrior Diet. But when I say I'm eating this way, I'm just following their guidelines with how to perform this type of intermittent fasting method, because I am eating a high carb vegan diet, which this isn't what they promote, but it's what I feel naturally drawn to do myself because it makes me feel the best eating this way. And I eat super clean as well. I don't add salt, oil or sugar to my foods. Sometimes I do go to a restaurant and they do add those, but at home I do not add any of that whatsoever. So what I will say is, prior to eating the Warrior Diet, which a lot of people call 1 meal a day, I was doing intermittent fasting, which is known as the 16-8 method. So I'd fast for around 16 hours and eat for around 8 hours. And I've done this for around 6 months. And before this, I did have a lot of experience with different types of fasting, like fasting anywhere from a day to 6 to 7 days just on water alone. So yeah, this is something I've been working towards for quite a while. And then all of a sudden, my body was just saying, do it. And I felt the natural desire to do it recently, so that is why I have gone ahead with it. So to be honest, what I will say is, it's not that much harder than doing the 16-8 method. I didn't even find that hard. I found it easy from day one because I was doing it correctly and I wasn't making any of the mistakes that a lot of people do with intermittent fasting. So yeah, it's an additional 4 hours of fasting and then I eat for around 4 hours. With the Warrior Diet, you can eat anywhere from a 6 to 4 hour window, but I wanted to go all in to the deep end, so that is what I have done. So my experience so far is, around the 16-hour period, I do have a desire to have food because my body is naturally used to doing the 16-8 method and eating around that time. So my body's adapting to a new way of eating. So I know this will start to change over time. And we've got some very noisy birds up there. Shush. But even with that occurring, I'm not like, oh, I need to eat food. I just stay disciplined and I stay focused on the things that I need to do in my life. So my key things for not going in the direction of eating any sooner than I do is keep busy and make sure that I am well hydrated, because if I'm not, then I start to feel really intensely hungry and then I will feel desire to eat food. But if I do feel like that, then I just drink around 250 milliliters to 500 milliliters of water and boom, I feel absolutely fine. And at first I was eating around 3 p.m. Now for about the last day or two I've been eating around 4 p.m. Out of 5 out of 7 days I've been spot on 4 hours of that eating window, and then the 2 other times around 4 hours and 15 minutes, 4 hours and 30 minutes, only due to me just being busy with training and not getting back in time to cook food and eat the food in that space of window of 4 hours. So yeah, I'm not going to be completely extreme and just be like, oh, I must be back for this specific time. I just do my best because I used to be really, let's say, a perfectionist with ways of eating, and it started to cause a lot of mental conflict and then I wouldn't want to do it. So yeah, I'm just giving myself a bit of room for allowance. So I recommend that you do this as well. And yeah, I'm not one of these people that drink coffee. I do not like it whatsoever. I have so much energy because I look after myself in many different ways. So I only drink water. So yeah, what I do, as I mentioned, is break the fast around 3 to 4 p.m. and what I do is I eat some fruit in its whole form. I'm living in Thailand, which is a tropical country, and I absolutely love fruit. So I eat a small amount of fruit, then I have a smoothie with fruit in and romaine lettuce, and I add organic chia seeds or Garden of Life organic sprouted protein powder, which is one of the best protein powders out there to help bump up my protein levels, because I am doing calisthenics and trying to build the body that I desire. I'll put a link down below for that if you want to check that out. Or I would add soaked flax seeds, and then I blend that all up and drink that. And then what I do is wait around half an hour to 45 minutes and then I would go and train. And then I do my training for around an hour, then I come back and then I cook my cooked food meal. and then eat that. And it's normally either organic soaked brown rice or white rice with brown lentils that have been soaked, potatoes, carrots, broccoli, onion, and at the moment I've been adding a bit of raw organic stone ground sprouted sunflower seed butter, and I was using peanut butter before, but I'm not at the moment. And also a little bit of Bragg's Aminos, which is absolutely amazing. It's a tasty, salty alternative that does not contain salt whatsoever. And yeah, like I said, I don't add no salt, no sugar, or no oil. So it's very, very clean. So as you can see, the way I'm eating is quite high carb. It's got a moderate amount of protein. I can get up to 100 grams of protein if I add a lot of lentils and have a lot of seeds and the protein powder. And the amount of calories I'm eating is around 1,500 to 2,000 calories. So it's not loads of calories, but I feel amazing throughout the day. And if I find nearer getting closer to the eating window that my energy levels aren't so good, I just rest a bit and do work on my computer or do some other jobs where I can sit on my bum and just rest and recuperate. And the supplements that I take, it varies when I take them throughout the day, but a lot of time in the morning I'm taking organic sulfur with ascorbic acid. I am very big into the supplements. They are absolutely amazing for me, so they make me feel really, really good. And then what I normally do is take a high dose of Lugol's iodine. This is an amazing supplement to give me an abundance of energy levels. It's brilliant for my thyroid functioning to the best, and also for my other glands to function and to boost my immune system as well, and just make my body a lot more versatile and stronger. And then with lunch, well, late lunch should we say, or early evening when I eat around 3 to 4 p.m, I will have a Fawn The Research multivitamin. It's one of the best multivitamins out there, and I add some extra double strength zinc picolinate by Fawn Research with that as well. And then later on I normally take the ascorbic acid again, which is a type of vitamin C. And then what I do after training is I take L-glutamine and creatine, around 5 grams of each. I found with the creatine I gained around 5 kilos of weight, so yeah, that's why I take it. And if you haven't seen my transformation video for that, I highly recommend that you check it out by clicking here. And the benefits, what have I noticed compared to doing the 16-8 method? I find that I have a lot better mental clarity. When I was doing the 16-8 method, it didn't really feel that I was in a fasting state, even though I was. But once I've started pushing it past the 16 hours like I am now, it starts to give me the full benefits as if I'm doing a longer fast that I've been doing for days. So yeah, I just find that overall my cognitive and mental function is just optimized to the best of its ability. And one of the reasons why is because doing fasting for longer periods of time stimulates neuron growth in your brain, so it starts to make you more intelligent as well. Also, I just feel a lot lighter within my body, and one of the reasons why I've gone in the direction of eating this way is I wanted to reduce my body fat. As you can see, I do not look fat whatsoever, but I still found that I had more fat around my stomach region, and I wanted my abs to show even more, because if you've got excess fat, it doesn't matter if you've got like big muscles on your abs, you're not going to see them. This is why so many people never see them. And what I have noticed already within a week, I cannot grab nowhere near as much fat whatsoever, and as you can see, there's not a lot on there whatsoever. So I'm finding just in that short space of time, it's helping me achieve a lower body fat percentage. And when I was doing the 16-8 method, I was around 11% body fat, and then I've just checked recently what I am, and I'm around 9.6% body fat. So that is absolutely amazing. So yeah, my hard work with eating this way is really starting to pay off in relation to helping me achieve the low body fat percentage that I want. So you can just see my muscles a lot more, which is more aesthetically pleasing to me. I've also just found quite a few times whilst doing this, I just feel a deep sense of inner peace and calmness within me. And I just get like an internal message from myself that everything is going to be all right in life, and everything is just going perfectly in the right direction for me. So I just feel like this reassurance from the universe, the God, or the world, whatever you want to call it, So yeah, that is absolutely amazing. So it helps me be more spiritually connected as well, which I absolutely love because I'm a very spiritual person. And one of the amazing benefits that I love is I have more time to focus on the things that I love to do in life and focus upon my goals, dreams and desires and make them become a reality even quicker, because there is less time that I am actually eating food within the day. So yeah, I just don't have that distraction and time being taken away from me. So yeah, as you can see so far, I'm getting some amazing benefits. There are some others, but they're the main ones that I wanted to share with you. And one thing that I will add is my long-term goal, which I want to explain to you all, is eating only for 1 hour a day and fasting for 23 hours a day. So it's something that I will slowly progress towards, and who knows when it will happen. I will allow it to happen naturally, not force it upon myself. So then it's really easy for me to do. But yeah, what I will mention is I have so much discipline that I've gained through being disciplined in so many areas of life. So this is why I find it so easy. And yeah, I just don't have any addictions to food. So many people have addictions to food, and this is why they're eating on a regular basis, because when you eat food, it releases a neurotransmitter called dopamine, which can make you feel really, really good. So like, for example, when someone eats a chocolate cake, they're like, oh wow, it's like sex in my mouth. Well, that's dopamine being released. But I do not have any addictions around food. I used to, and I used to do things like binge out on food and make myself feel really bad and eat foods that I would try to stay away from that would have a negative effect on me psychologically and physically. So yeah, this is why I find it really easy. A lot of people are not going to be where I am within myself to be able to be as disciplined. But what I would say is, anyone that's getting into this, I would recommend you either go cold turkey overnight or you fast for a shorter period of time and gradually build up over time, so it's psychologically easy for you. So yeah, if you have any questions on this subject that you'd like to ask me, then leave them down below. And if you like the video, like it down below, give us a thumbs up. I'd love to hear your feedback with the thumbs up or the thumbs down, so I know whether I'm making good videos or not. And I ask you to please share this video with anyone that you think might want to hear about what I've shared with you today in this video, because they may learn some amazing things. They may want to embark on this warrior diet and eating what is known as the 1 meal a day way, and they may be finding it hard, and this may help them get on track, and it may inspire them to do it as well. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure that when you do hit the subscribe button, you hit the bell button next to it to receive email notifications of when new videos come, because if you don't, you will not be notified. So yeah, stay strong, stay happy, stay healthy, and just make sure that anything that you want in life, that you keep pushing forward, keep striving forward, because in the end you will achieve what you're looking to gain. And don't let anyone else tell you that you can't, because they may not have been able to achieve what you are, but doesn't mean that you can't. So yeah, go out there, push forward and prove everyone wrong and get those gains. Peace.